happy with their defense here early on, but they're struggling. Now on the other side, Michael Malone knows the Nuggets have to get better defensively if they're going to contend, and they've done a great job tonight. Kevin, Memphis comes in third in the league in fast break points. They have none. Fourth in second chance points. They have none. Eighth in free throw attempts. They have none. That is a great attention to detail and great defensive commitment on the part of the Nuggets.
Somebody spilled some Patron on the floor, and that was, they were over there sopping it up, and that was the delay. The place is buzzing over 36-year-old Jeff Green's dunk. Let me show it to you one more time. And here comes Jackson down the lane and gets it to drop. A much-needed basket inside, and he's got his first two. Jackson averages 17 a game.
Well, and that's where he wants to go, to that left hand. He has mixed it up a little and gone to his right some, but he's most comfortable going to that left hand.
Zaire Williams is checked in for Memphis. Out of bounds. Up there, and look at it go, oh my gosh.
Oh. Hey, look, that's impressive if you're 26.
Yes. That's a three. Put in outside and in by Jackson. And he now has two in a row and 5 for the game as the first place Grizzlies try to get back in this one. Having a deficit as great as 23. Highland, 3, rebound inside. And that is grabbed by Williams, third-year player from Stanford. Spinning move. Oh, a beautiful corkscrew move. He could not finish. Highland through traffic. Oh, Highland goes up, rejected by Jackson. That's his second block tonight. Make it his third. Brooks in stride. Off that baseline, driving his Clark. Stripped to the ball. Highland the other way. I'm not going back in there, he says. I'm going to pop a three with the rebound by Najee and a whistle.
Jaren Jackson continuing to be a great defensive presence for this Grizzlies team. That's his second block that he's gotten in transition tonight to take away fast break buckets. And then look, they're down 18 points right now, Memphis. But when you're a top 10 team at both ends of the floor, there's a lot of time to go. We've seen in the NBA this year, these leads really don't mean a lot early in the game.
Stein steps his way inside as Jackson moments ago picked up his second personal foul. And a technical foul goes on Taylor Jenkins. I believe it was on Jenkins, unless it was a player over there complaining.
I don't know if it was on Taylor Jenkins or Jaren Jackson Jr., but it was a good call. There was clearly a push in the back, and Zeke Najee having a presence on the boards going so hard that he's drawn a couple fouls here. Yeah, that was on Jaren Jackson.
Jaren Jackson did pick it up right. So the numbers are pretty eye-popping so far, as is the score with these two top teams in the Western Conference. Almost in every statistical category, in particular points off turnovers. Denver with dominance knocked away. There's a turnover forced by this defense. A good one. Jones the other way bumped as he was in flight in the foul. Count it for 2. He'll go to the line and bumped on his flight to the rack.
Ja Morant coming back into the game for Jaren Jackson Jr. So they'll be a little bit smaller now. Michael Malone not really liking the shot by Bones Highland the pass by Bones Highland the other end.
So the foul will go on Highland for a second time. Coach, you were watching the game on tape against Milwaukee the other night. You thought that blowout win that the Grizzlies had over the Bucks was the most impressive game you had seen anyone play this season in the league.
Yeah, you beat Milwaukee by 40, and you do it by attacking the paint against a team with Brook Lopez and Giannis that usually is able to shut down the paint. And it was from start to finish a 48-minute dominant effort.
Chanchar gets it inside. Najee, 2 to fire in there. Clark's defense. And a whistle and a foul. The bump by Clark, who will pick it up for the Grizzlies. And 9:22 to go in the second quarter. Clark, Steph with his second foul.
Yes, Kevin, well, remember before the game, Coach Jenkins talked about their details and the execution that they have on the defensive end as it relates to how they played the Bucks, especially creating that wall to try to stop Giannis Antetokounmpo, which is not a new concept, but what he said was they did it earlier and they did it in different ways, right? Not just to stop him offensively, but creating the walls earlier from the paint out in terms of boxing out to get all those rebounds. It made a very significant difference.
Yeah, it's the best job as a team that I've seen against Giannis this year. I thought they were very, very disciplined. But really impressed with Zeke Naji here. That's already the fourth foul he's drawn as he gets his own rebound here off a free throw. Zeke Naji making a major impact on this game. Michael Malone changing his rotation, going with Naji tonight for his athleticism, and that move has paid off in a big way.
Caldwell Pope has just buried the three. Now the Nuggets have hit 4 threes. The Grizzlies have hit 1. 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Foul goes on Highland for a third time, and that's something to watch.
Yeah, especially with Murray out, they don't have a lot of guards. Now, they do have the luxury of having the veteran Ish Smith on their bench, a guy who will always be ready and bring great energy, and we may see him if the foul trouble with Highland becomes an issue.
Pass, Clark, Morant, drives, backpedals, fires, good if it goes, the three off.
Well, Morant's really been struggling from three. 2 of his last 20 here over his last 3+ games.
Caldwell Pope picks up the defense of Tyus Jones, Chanchon, and Green. He'll work into Clark. He tried to use his arm to get some advantage, and he picks up a foul on the drive, and he picks up number 1.
And he's arguing the call, but it was clearly obvious. Andy Nagy right on it. And the elbow up to the face there.
So we've told you that the Grizzlies are the number 1 team coming into tonight in the Western Conference, led by fourth-year head coach Taylor Jenkins. This is the latest into the regular season that the Grizzlies have led their conference. And this is a 56-win team from last year.
Now, look, the rise of the Grizzlies over Taylor Jenkins' time there has been amazing because this is still an extremely young team. They're really far ahead of what you thought their timetable would be, and they are legitimate championship contenders.
Nuggets have won 3 in a row at home. 3, Brown, no. Rebound, Christian Brown back in the game. And will feed Chanchar down there. Jones on him. That's a travel.
Changed his pivot foot down there, according to Andy Nagy. Michael Malone not understanding the call.
Last season, the Grizzlies had the second best record in the NBA in back of Phoenix. Best record in franchise history. Won the Southwest Division. Hard fall is in the clouds. Morant could not finish the play on the feed. Green will take it. Going to Brooks. Knocked away. With whistle and foul. And the Grizzlies beginning to kind of show a little bit of frustration. Brooks picks up the foul right there. First on him.
Not too often that you can lob to your 6'2" point guard.
Yeah, right. But this kid, I mean, he can parachute in from anywhere. Here is Green at the free throw line for the Nuggets at home, 9-3. They have not played many games at home, and Coach talked about this, the fewest of any team coming into tonight. And from Denver, the NBA on TNT is brought to you by Kia Telluride X-Pro. Kia is the official automotive partner of the NBA. As they go back to the bench in a starting center, Steven Adams will re-enter, and they'll take out Brandon Clark.
Well, because Jokic came
is
back, and they're going to try to match those two guys up. A smart move on Taylor Jenkins' part. Zeke Naji leaves the game to a big ovation from Denver fans. His numbers, 3 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist, don't do justice to what he did out there, getting them second chances, drawing 4 fouls.